Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, and welcome to Project Fire Sale, where we burn it all down and build it back up again, hopefully, into something much better. Now, if you missed the channel update, this is going to be the single and only save file for FM17. It's going to be back in MLS, where I didn't go at all in FM16, and it's going to be Project Fire Sale. Now, this is a reference to a friend of mine who used to play this kind of style when he used to play EA's NHL games. For our purposes, we're going to take the worst placed team in all of MLS, and we're going to try and turn them into a playoff team. So we're going to try and do what Ben Olsen did for DC United, or what Pablo Mastroeni did for the Colorado Rapids. We're going to try and do it every single season to get the worst placed team back into the playoffs. MLS is known for its parity. Can we do it here? So for the first Project Fire Sale, we take the worst team from 2015, which was the Chicago Fire. Very fitting that Project Fire Sale begins with the Chicago Fire. As you can see, this is a team that, it's been ages since their one and only Supporter Shield back in 2003, and it's been quite the plummet since then. One brief spark in 2012, followed by a complete and utter cratering to the point where they have hit rock bottom in 2015. So, I've come in. It's time to see if I can turn this side around. So, to begin with, what did we do with this side? Well, what we did is we chucked out as many people on massive salaries or that were outright useless as we could. So it means David Arshakian is making $9,000 a week. $9,000 a week. And does not project to be a $9,000 a week type player. That is disastrously bad. Again, Chicago hasn't exactly made the best signings in real life, so let's call that what it is. So he's been loaned out to Edmonton. Couldn't sell him, unfortunately, but at least it's better than nothing. Colin Fernandez, likewise, loaned out to Jacksonville. He's a homegrown player, but he's just not that good. So ditch him. Get rid of him. Alex Morels, loaned out to the Rochester Rhinos. Again, depth player. He's not making much, but I'm getting him off the roster, clear that roster space, make sure we can register a legit team. Also, Michael Stevens, this was amazing. We actually sold him to Mold. Send him out of here. Michael Stevens up for $675,000. Very, very happy with that sale. Again, he's not that great, and we sold him for a little over $500,000. So I'm very happy with that. Build up the war chest. We then waived Patrick Doody because we are pretty good on left side defense, and while 3-star is pretty good, that's assuming he hits that potential. We need to be good right now if we want to make the playoffs, so Doody is gone. And then we sent out on the waiver draft Patrick McLean, Nick LaBroca, and John Goosens. Now, LaBroca is a veteran presence. He's definitely very good, but I didn't like the salary that he was making, and I'm already pretty stacked in that area of the park. So off he went to DC United. Patrick McLean, extra goalkeeper, sent off to Orlando City. And John Goosens off to FC Dallas, being $5,000 a week. Dutch attacking wide player. Not bad, but again, he is, making quite a bit of money. So, off he goes to give us a little bit of cap space there. Hurrah. On the incoming side, we looted the Academy for everything we could, and I gotta say, the Academy's got some pretty good potential people here. Now, again, grooming youth talent is not necessarily going to be a focus of Project Fire Sale, because what are we going to do in a single season, right? But I had to get these anyway. Old habits die hard, and getting some of these kids up from the Academy may very well end up being fantastic for us in the long run. So we'll see. Get some kids, load up, get those homegrown talents onto the team, and we'll go from there. Joaquim Alvarado. I mean, there's a reason I can afford to junk one of my goalkeepers, because that's a pretty solid youth talent. No problems whatsoever throwing him into U.S. Cup matches. And Jim Grabavoy, not sure if he's related to Ned Grabavoy, but regardless, that's not a horrible midfield option for us. He actually got a lot of time in preseason. And John Law, this is why I had no problem getting rid of Patrick Doody. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fire Academy. Also got Jose Villarreal off the waiver draft. I don't know why LA junked him, but I will gladly pick up Jose Villarreal. I will say yes, thank you very much. And then George Saunders, my one money deal. $90,000 with a little bit of a clause in there, but that's just unreal for the Englishman. 3.4 a week. You can see why I wanted to make that upgrade. An absolutely stellar midfielder. Basically, it allows Matt Polster to stay deep, though I can move Saunders back there if I need to. and he can just own the midfield. That's a fantastic pickup for us. And he's already looked pretty good in his one non-competitive appearance. I'm quite happy with that. Goal in 14 appearances with Envigado. And yeah, this makes me very happy. Very, very happy indeed. This should be a good pickup for us. Now, of course, MLS isn't just about making transfers in and out. It's also about making trades. So if we go to our trades section here, all trades. We did manage to move a 4th round pick. That's it. Only a 4th round pick to Orlando for Kevin Molino. Hot boy comes over. And I mean, yeah, thank you very much. That for a 4th round pick, I think we fleeced Orlando there. So him on the left, David Akam on the right. Our attack suddenly looks very good. And we had to give up quite a bit to get him, but moved 2 draft picks, a 3rd and a 2nd in 2018. 200,000 in GAM, 100,000 in TAM, the 2 different flavors of allocation money, GAM and TAM, for Tony Beltran. Tony Beltran's a veteran defender. Well, you know what you're getting when you get Beltran. And having him on the right or left, mostly right, should be absolutely fantastic. That's going to be a solid presence to anchor the back line. He's just played his entire career at this point with RSL. So we know what we're getting, and he should be able to keep our back line in check. So let's take a look at what we got here. Look at the team report. We now sit with Michael DeLeo, David Akam, Luis Solignac up top. Now, Akam is going to be primarily used on the right side, with Kevin Molino available on the left. Rituro Alvarez will be the first backup in both cases. In the center of the park, it's going to be Saunders and Cochise in the center, with Kali Tiam, a lone player, coming off the bench as a second option. Matt Polster will, of course, sit in that D-mid hole and do his job. And then on the back line, it'll be Michael Harrington on the left. More often than not, that'll probably be Brandon Vincent, so we can get him some minutes with John Locke coming off as well. Harrington's there more for depth. Kabelhoff and Jaumera in the middle. Joe Campbell, also a good option. And Tony Beltran, as you mentioned, starting on the right-hand side. Sean Johnson, no shocker there. Matt Lampton in behind, and Alvarado, as we talked about, in as the understudy. So, I'm pretty happy with this. A 4-1-2-3, flared out with the D-mid and wingers. This should be, based on what we have, this should get us through. If not, I'm not saying we're going to run to the top of the table on this lineup. As you can see, I'm starting Vincent, actually, in our opening match here against NYCFC. This should get us into 6th place, though. This should get us a playoff spot. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't, and I will definitely be keeping my finger on the trade button trigger if I need to. I also got Rodrigo Ramos as an option on the right. And Kalitayam also available. All right, so with that in mind, I should show you the registration here before we actually hit go on this. This is the squad registration. We are currently 1 player under the 28-man limit, so that's great. We have a little bit of space to work with. We've got 1 DP of 3, so that's fantastic. We can make a mid-season major DP signing. We have the flexibility to do that, and the money, thank goodness. We're at 1 under our international limit. We are maxed out on off-budget and reserves, and we are a good 20,000, let's do the math properly here, 14,000 a week under the maximum salary. So we're looking really good roster-wise. We've built a good team on the cheap. This should serve us well. We can even bring back one of our loan players if we were so desperate and still have space to do it. But I'd rather make a mid-season signing if I absolutely want to. So, is there anything else we need to talk about before we get into this? I think that's about it. All right, let's begin Project Fire Sale in earnest then against NYCFC. Opening kick of the 2016 season, Toronto already beats New York 3-1. Jovinko Altidore and Will Johnson on the penalty spot. For us, got our set piece takers set up here. Penalties as well. Cochise, captain. Sean John in there as well as Jaumera. We're predicting NYCFC will do a similar 4-2-1-3. Or 4-2-3-1, however you wish to call that. I think we'll be okay, though. We're playing counterattack here. We're going to play a wide, up-tempo counterattack to allow Akam to do his business out wide. Also training him to be an inside forward, much like I have with Molina here, so we can cut inside and assist DeLeo. Let's get a go here. One squad number to be given. Oh, George Sanders doesn't have a number. Right. Let's give you number 7. Enjoy. All right. So So I'm not expecting, fireworks, but I am expecting us to show well here. We had a pretty decent preseason. And we didn't light the world on fire, nor did we pad our numbers by playing a bunch of garbage teams here. I'll just show you before we get totally into it here. Yeah. Decent preseason. Lost to our affiliate, St. Louis FC. That was embarrassing. It's where I really started to overhaul the team. Lost to New England. That's acceptable. But we drew Seattle, beat Vancouver, drew RSL, beat up on the Mississippi Brilla, drew Columbus, beat New York, and beat our U23. So, pretty good. Pretty good preseason. I feel like we're in good form going into this. A draw would be fine. Some of my feelings. Ready to go and win soccer matches. Developing well. Sure, why not? Alright, that's what we're dealing with. Should be alright. I think we'll go with extended here. Get the proper experience. You don't feel confident you really offer tactical advice? Really? Logan, pause? Yeah, alright. You say so. I'm going to say that we definitely keep an eye on David Villa, though. Yeah, you think? You think? Oh, we're definitely doing that. Keep an eye on them, and Lampard as well. That's McNamara. No. Lampard, there we go. Keep an eye on their 3 DPs, would you please, and thank you. Alright. Today's all about the supporters. Okay. Give our fans something to cheer today. Well, they sort of bought that. Alright, there we go. Now they're buying what I'm selling. For my coach stats, I'm using the default for this league. So, national or continental license, some experience. So not like I'm trying to hamstring myself with low experience or cheat and have the best available. I'm just taking whatever's average for the league. Counter flexible, and off we go. Players coming out now for first kick. Manager's shaking on the touchline. Very good. Wonderful. All right, we're all set. Ready to go. And there we go. NYCFC get us underway. All right. Come on, guys. Show me something good. Oh, Brandon Vincent immediately gives in a free kick after going on a McNamara. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's get some shots looking up here, shall we? There we go. Free kick goes short. Pirlo with some trickery there. Not much comes of it. Mendoza. Gets past Beltran. That's not what I want to see. Header. Oh, wow. It's a looping header from McNamara over Sean Johnson 9 minutes in. And already NYCFC on the board. That's not a good start. So let's see here. Mendoza gets past Beltran, is left standing. McNamara out jumps, loops the header over. Oh, Sean Johnson. Come on, Sean John. Come on. You got to do better than that. Oh, there we go. Beltran injures his man. That's better. Cochise. Saunders. Polster. This is looking better. DeLiu. Banks off for a corner. No, nothing doing there. DeLiu. Cochise. Polster. From distance, no. I like the effort, though. I like the initiative. They're actually out shooting them. Cochise with the free kick. On target. Forcing the save out of who the heck? Njok? Who the heck did NYCFC sign as their keeper? Up to Josh Saunders. Oh, that was a good header, which I know Sean Johnson needs to do better here. Goal in his debut for Maxime Chénaud. That was a little bit suspect. It's a good delivery. And he's there. Oh, it goes over him. I'm a little bit concerned here, Sean Johnson. The first one I was scratching my head on, that one was just unacceptable. That was a softie. That was super soft. That was pillow soft. That was feather down soft. That was a freshly purchased comforter soft. That was a spoonful of freshly whipped whipping cream soft. I'm not a fan. That's the only 2 shots of the game I would like to point out. Both have been on target. Both have gone in. Whereas we are putting shots on their goal-ish. Come on, Polster. Liu blocked. It's absolute mayhem in the center of the park. And no one can get a shot through. You guys, when I say play wide, I mean play wide. That wasn't good. Alright, I'm going to say we need to just like straight up exploit the flanks here. Just give the ball to David Accam. Let him do things. Because right now, we are getting absolutely smacked around here. Oof. Come on, guys. Much better showing, please. I know you can do better. Deliu is not impressed. Like Solignac may be coming on sooner than later. Deliu. So I should point out, there is some comfort in knowing that NYCFC is weighted a lot higher in FM than they are in real life. Owing to their, via Lampard and Pirlo. That said, they did get into the playoffs in their second year. At which point they were bounced. And I do mean bounced. By Toronto. We're getting our chances. On the counterattack. At home. Alright. Come on, guys. Show me some Orlando beating up RSL. Sorry, not sorry for taking away Beltran. Okay. Solignac, fix this. Alvarez, fix this. Accam, are you better as an inside forward? Not yet. Alvarez is better as a winger. Support. Alright, and do I want to make all my subs at once here? We'll just wait a second. I might bring on Grabavoy for his debut. Alright, guys, come on. Show me something else in that attack. I mean, look at this. This is just... We have taken our shots. 13-4. The problem is 2 of those 4 have gone in. Lampard blocked. Cochise looks long. Solignac does post up to get it. That's about it. Oh, Jack Harrison coming on. Pirlo's free kick hits the wall. That's a shame. Except not. The opposite of that's a shame. There we go. That's better from Sean Johnson. That's more like it. Pirlo. Polster says, no, that's not happening. Areola. Chanot. Harrison. Closed down. Cochise to Saunders. Nothing happening. All right. Where's Grabavoy? Let's bring on the Academy product here. For... I think we'll bring him on for Saunders, who has not super impressed. Yeah, it's just standard good old-fashioned central midfielder, if you could. Thanks. We are training him to be a little more specialized, but for now, just a good old-fashioned central midfielder would be great. Not breaking too much sweat. Oh, no. Bruised thigh for David Accam. That's what you call a worst-case scenario right there. And Chicago will lose their first match of the season, 2-0. To the Chicago Fire. Or to the to NYCFC. Polster does get one on net. Sorry, Accam. Bruised thigh. You'll be fine, David Accam. You'll be fine. Oh, we're still going, though. Oh, darn it. I had to say something. Okay, boys, that was unlucky. I think it really was. I mean, we did outshoot them. We put in a pretty good run, I'd like to think. Yeah. So, a draw would have been nice. A calm. 8 dribbles, 6-7. 1 assist, that looks like. 7.9 for Pirlo. Yeah, Andrea Pirlo. Alright. That's our first attempt at 8 to 11 days, aughts. Unfortunate, but we'll be fine. Wasteful? Yeah, a little bit wasteful. Kappelhoff made his debut. Joined from Groningen in January. Apparently, this is before my time. Solignac, Alvarez, Saunders, Gravois, Deliu, Molino, Beltran, Mera, and Vincent. Yeah, it's a lot of debuts. That's a lot of debuts. Youngest ever player. Exceptionally gifted. I don't want to comment. We're not good enough. It is only one game. It is only one game. Thank goodness. And we can and will get better. I think that much is very clear. I do want to see NY's transfer history here. How did they pick up? Oh, they did loan up Mixed Discord. Delightful. To Minnesota. They traded for Minnesota. And they traded a first-round pick and an international slot. Their first-round pick for Minnesota's. That's, I don't know that I agree with that decision, AI. But, okay. You're the AI. You know better than I do, I guess. By the way, for the record, in the real world, we talk about how I lost this one to start. In the actual legit reality, NYCFC won the season opener 4-3. Absolute slam-bang, barn-burning affair. So we did lose. Just not as believably as we did here. So next time on Project Fire Sale, we'll go ahead 5 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Montreal Impact. That should be a pretty good match. We know that they have the potential to be very good. I mean, right now in the real life, they're in the playoffs, All-Canadian Eastern Final. Will it be as interesting against Chicago? Let's hope so. My name's Rituro. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite. Tell your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget to join us in Twitch chat, twitch.tv/Rituros, where all these episodes are recorded live, where Flag Dude is saying he bets 10 Rituro bucks that I am with Chicago for this entire series. Oh, I'm going to make you eat those words, Flag Dude. My name's Rituro. You're watching Project Fire Sale. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time against Montreal.